Now, when you look at the 2027 general elections, Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. I repeat, when you look at what is going on, the political events going on in Nigeria today, Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president because what is coming looks like a revolution, political revolution in Nigeria. That's why I have said it that Southern Nigeria needs to unite together and make sure that they form a political bloc, because 2027 is going to be a deciding factor politically. If Tinubu does not win the next election, that means they will bury the political empire of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Lagos boys. If Tinubu wins the election, that means these Fulani politicians that have ruled Nigeria for many years, the Fulani cabals, will be buried politically. So it is a do or die affair. Those that understand, understand. Now, if you look at the crisis going on in the Southwest, there is a calculated political move to undermine this current administration. I know that lives are important, but when you look at it very well, take a closer look at what is going on in the Southwest today. We warned that these people have surrounded the Southwest. They are encroaching. They are testroning what they are likely to do before the elections. Now, I have said this and I'll say again. If Tinubu's administration does not facilitate the release of those kidnapped children in Oyo State, it will affect his government politically. If you think it is going to affect Makinde alone, my brother, you might be dreaming. Holistically, it's going to affect Southwest leadership when it comes to the presidency. I repeat by saying Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. You know, northern politicians have been saying that they will never trust a Yoruba man with the presidency because of some of the things that Tinubu has done that is affecting northern political cabals. I note, northern political cabals. Tinubu came into power and he made sure he relegated most politicians from northern Nigeria. Tinubu is one president that does not have a godfather. Usually, the northerners used to be godfathers of politics in Nigeria. The Sultan of Sokoto used to be a feared person. They used to fear Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto has a political empire in the north, which influences any president, whether it is a northern president or it is a southern president. Now, when Tinubu locked up El-Rufai, the Sultan went to meet the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, released this young man. But because Tinubu does not have a godfather, in quotes, they could not influence Tinubu. That is one of the things that is paining these politicians from the north. Tinubu cannot be influenced like Jonathan. They threatened Jonathan. They blackmailed him. They did a lot of things to him that Jonathan was afraid. They thought that Jonathan is Tinubu. When Tinubu brought out the Muslim ticket, El-Rufai mobilized governors because they believe that that Muslim ticket will give them a place in Tinubu's government to even influence some of his decisions and somehow have a lot of power. But when Tinubu entered government, Tinubu shocked all of them. Most of their top generals in the north were disappointed and were betrayed by the current administration because politics, sacrifice, no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, but permanent interests. Now, as it stands today, these northern politicians, they have vowed that after Tinubu, there won't be another president from the southwest like him. Forget all your permutations. If the Fulani take over political power by 2027, your eyes go clear. You see what Babachi Lawal is saying about Atiku. Who will ever believe that somebody will say such a thing about Atiku? He's a Kachala. Kachala is a name that they give to bandit leaders. He's a tribal bigot. I told people that, you see, you know, when we look at these politicians, they have been in power. Somebody like Amechi, they are in politics, they are with these people. And when we tell them that ADC is a northern political party, when I said it, some people that can speak English, some people that they are trying to be politically correct will say, what is the guy saying? ADC is a party for everybody. ADC is a northern political platform that the Fulani sees as their hope of using to grab power from Tinubu. It is like a do or die affair. I'll repeat it again. If Tinubu takes political power 2027, the Fulani political cabal will be destroyed though. I'm saying this. When I was saying what I was saying in the past, people were looking at this young man. What is he saying? Somebody said that he thought I was a neophyte in some of the things I used to say. Maybe I'll just come online and start blabbing. My brother, 2027 is going to be a deciding factor politically between the North and South. Anybody that survives will destroy the other. Anybody that survives will destroy the other. Look at the body language of most of these northern politicians. Forget the fact that they are in the APC. A politician in the APC and the one in the opposition party. So when it comes to northern interest, they are one, no. They don't send party. I tell you, Tinubu is the one that is playing that game, using them. It is easier. Tinubu is not doing something too fantastic. He's not doing something that people cannot do. Most of our Nigerian politicians, they have skeleton in their cupboard. And it is easier to control somebody that has corruption hovering all over him. Corruption that is hanging on him. It is easier for you to use that corruption to make him do what he doesn't want to do. People are surprised that within 2 years, Tinubu was able to cripple 2 political parties. Second and third. He crippled the PDP, crippled the Labour Party. Why? Because he has the key to the treasury, he has EFCC, and he will lock up anybody that does not align with what he wants. So far, your slate is not clean. Most of your politicians have corruption cases. Or Shomale said it. Say, if you come to APC, your sins are forgiven. So those your sins, that is what Tinubu is using to control politicians. Look at Okowa, who was the vice presidential candidate under Atiku. Within how many years, he joined the APC. He collapsed the whole structure of Delta State to the APC. Why? Why? Because of these guys are corrupt. And it is easier for Tinubu to use that corruption to remote control them. Tinubu is not doing something too fantastic. You are shocked that in Enugu State, Mba collapsed it and joined the APC. Number 2, your politicians are selfish. They know that they don't have the mandate of the people. Yes, that is why they can jump into any political party that can muzzle their victory by fire, by force, make them collect the power. That is why most of your politicians jackpot into another party. Thank God, most of them has been disappointed. Labour Party. Why did they leave Labour Party to join another political party? We understand that there may be crisis in the Labour Party, but we have an Alex Oti, who is the governor of Abia State. He's still in the Labour Party. Because all those ones that left Labour Party to APC, they'll tell you that there was crisis in the party. That's why we left. In Abia State, we have Labour Party representatives. Not only the governor, Abaribe, he left Abga and joined Labour Party to run. The Labour Party that you see, they could not stay in the party to fight. The reasons is because of their selfish interests. So Tinubu can control your politicians, whether they be North and South, because of corruption and selfish interests. Selfish. Now, Tinubu gives the impression, Tinubu as the president, gives you the impression that if you join the APC, you can rig election and nothing will happen. The body language of the president says a lot about that. So, politicians, because of no ideology, greed, and selfishness, they leave Labour Party that they feel that Labour Party cannot match the presidency, the current ruling party, when it comes to rigging. So let's leave this party so that we can ensure our second term is intact. I'm telling you reasons why Tinubu is able to control politicians. And even these northern politicians that are trying to, I pity for them. Because if you take away political power, like 70% from these northern politicians, they will be useless. So Tinubu has proved that these northerners are nothing. Like, they're just bluffing. I used to watch our parliamentary those days. You see these northerners boasting, bullying and southern politicians. They'll be asking them, how many votes do you have in your constituency? Do you know how many votes I have? During elections, they go dey do elections. Kaduna State go dey bring 2 million. Kano State go bring 2 million. Katsina go bring 2 million. They go do census very soon. Make Tinubu win the next election.